All right, your third lesson in math this week is not an actual lesson. It's a practice game. I think you'll be able to figure it out by reading the directions, but let me just go over it with you. It says use game cards 0 through 9. You can cut up any, what does it look like, 10 little scraps of paper and make the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on them. If you want to make more, so you don't have to keep like reshuffling all the time, that would be fine. Or you could even just use a deck of cards and call the aces ones and call the kings, say, zeros, so that you have the zeros and ones because those aren't in a regular deck of cards. You could do that as well. My dog is growling. He's bored. He's laying by the door. He wants out, but I won't let him. Anyway, so you could do that, and then you don't have to like make little cards because the paper would have to be so that you couldn't see through as you drew them. So you'd have to like write in pencil or something so that it doesn't bleed through, to make the game fair. And then each person needs, I would say, just use like, if you have, I don't know, a whiteboard or something that you can write 0 point blank blank, or just another piece of paper. That one can be see-through, or a regular piece of paper, 0 point blank blank. This one, I would say do it quickly. It would make it more fun and more of a challenge if you did it quickly. It is not a difficult game. So you mix all those cards up, you leave each person, you can play it with more than 2 people. It says pairs, but if you want to play it as a family and play it with 4 people, that would be fine, but you'd probably need more of those. Like that would definitely, you'd probably want to use the deck of cards, because you'd have more cards, or make a whole, like if you have 3x5 cards at home, that would be awesome, but not a lot of people just have those in their cupboards. So each person picks 2 cards out of the pile, so you can take turns, and I would say nobody can look at them until everyone can look at them at the same time. And then you decide which card you're going to put in the 10th place and which card you're going to put in the 100th place. And you put them down at the same time and compare which one is the largest. And so whoever made the largest decimal is the person that gets the point for that round. And you can decide if you want to play to however many points, play to 25 points or whatever. But it's just kind of a luck of the draw game, but there's a little bit of skill knowing which one should go in the 10th and 100th place. And then there's also a question at the end to summarize. I want you to answer or talk about in the game, what is the greatest possible decimal you can make? You really need to look at what cards you have, and then what is the least possible decimal you can make. And it kind of depends on what kind of, if you just have one of each number, if you just have those 10 cards, or if you have multiples of the numbers. So your answers will be different depending on how many of each number you have in your, if you just have one set of numbers or more than that. So yeah, find a partner or a family member or a friend and play the decimal game to compare decimals to go along with this week's lesson. Before I stop recording, you do not have to turn anything in for this. I don't need any picture of you playing. If you want to send me a picture of you playing, I'd be happy to see it, but you don't have to.